My name is TJ, and I'm here on behalf of the Nerd-O-Rama network, and I'm going to talk today about Ivory Forge and their custom bows. I'm going to talk today about Ivory Forge and their custom bows because I have a background in archery and some experience with archery as a hobby and as a cosplay in doing characters like Hawkeye from the Avengers or Arrow from the CW TV show of the same name. I've been interested in archery for probably about 5 years now and won a couple of awards, nothing big, but out of all of my nerd friends, I have the most experience with a bow in my hand. That being said, I now have a bow in my hand from Ivory Forge out in Utah. It's great, actually. I entered into using this with some trepidation, and it was quickly dismissed as soon as I started using it. This bow is the Link Hero bow from the Legend of Zelda video games, and the body of the bow, the riser and the limbs, is actually PVC. The bow string is actually a nylon paracord as opposed to like old school catgut or something like that. The accessories of the bow are EVA foam, and they're good and sturdy. They're very well constructed. You can see on the wood grain, they actually have carved in faux grain. And there's no arrow rest, there's no knocking point. These are things that you could add to it if you wanted to. But really, this is a prop. It just so happens to be an awesomely functional prop. So I'll start from the beginning. The very first time I drew the bow, I noticed that some of the paint job on the bow kind of showed. What I mean by that is it looks like the bow itself was painted when it was unstrung. Once you string the bow or draw the bow, then it moves. It's a very living sort of thing. When it moves, you can sort of see where some of the EVA foam wasn't painted. If that's a concern of yours, when you get this, I can tell you that it's minuscule amounts of surface area that's not painted. No one will ever notice it if you use this at a convention from the general sort of 10-foot rule. The 10-foot rule being where people will take photos from. Nobody's ever taking a picture of your bow like this. They're going to take it from 10 feet away. And from 10 feet away, you can't see any little minute sections that aren't covered in paint. Also, once you purchase it, if that happens, feel free to paint it. It's EVA foam. You can use acrylic paint. So you can customize it as you see fit after you purchase it. That being said, I think this is probably just giving, by the feel of it, I'm going to say this is about like a 30-pound, maybe a 32-pound draw on this bow. And as you can see, it's a very smooth draw, and it's pretty instinctual as far as firing. Again, there are no knocking points or arrow rests, so you use yourself, your body, your hands, your fingers for the knocking point and the arrow rest. If you have any experience shooting, you'll find it's just like shooting an old school British longbow or a typical instinctual or traditional recurve bow. As I said before, the string is a nylon paracord. I was a little worried about it because it's basically like a military shoelace, but as you can see with this average arrow, it knocks perfectly, beautifully, no problem. It draws very smoothly. It's very sturdy, as I said. The foam is really sturdy. The riser, or the PVC body, very sturdy, so it'll last you a long time. Again, this is the Link Hero bow from Legend of Zelda. This is from Ivory Forge out in Utah. You can check them out, ivoryforge.com. You can also find them on Facebook. And again, my name's TJ on behalf of the Nerd-O-Rama Network, and you can check them out at nerdoramanetwork.tv. And thanks for watching.
Hi there, my name is Manu Bennett. I play Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke on Arrow, also Crixus on Spartacus, and Azog the Pale Orc on The Hobbit. And you're watching Nerd-O-Rama, where the nerds do drama.